What is Deja Vu? Awlias.com, Episode 6. As always, a warning: this episode may cause an existential crisis. Please remain calm. Hello friends. I apologize for the delay since our last rendezvous. If you would like to learn how you can support Awlias, so I can make more regular content, then please stay tuned at the end of this episode. Episode 6. Deja Vu in the Simulation. So what is Deja Vu? Okay, you get the point. Deja vu is a term we generally use when we feel like we have experienced something before. Like sometimes you may feel you just told the exact same joke, received the same response, all the while the same TV commercial was playing in the background, even though you know you're telling this joke for the very first time. The French translation equates to already seen. The first remarkable thing about déjà vu is that we often experience it out of the blue. Often, when we would least expect it. It is not common. Most people rarely experience it every day, or even every week. If we did, then that would make life really confusing. Okay, I will stop doing that now. The easiest way to describe this phenomenon is the experience of familiarity and recollection to a situation that should be brand new. The same but different. So what role could déjà vu play in Awlias? If we are living in a simulation, does this mean déjà vu is a glitch? I believe there are three main possibilities at play here. The first possibility is that déjà vu could be the result of recycling memory. Think for a moment how quickly our smartphones fill up with photos, videos and app data. But unlike our devices, we as humans cannot afford to run out of storage in real life. We already know that the resources required to create a universe of the size we live in poses a huge challenge. So perhaps, it is the case that the clusters of ongoing memory storage, used to save our daily experiences, are not always fully rewritten. Could it be that the déjà vu experience is us recalling an old memory saved on top of the new one, at exactly the same time? Sort of a ghost memory or trace as it was. Perhaps a form of multi-layered memory. This could certainly explain why they happen randomly. Maybe these traces are always there, but only when the current experience is so familiar to the old trace memory cluster that is being recorded over, that we temporarily experience the trace. Perhaps, this part of our user experience could temporarily get confused with the cached memory trace, and for a split second, we get to witness both change at the same time. Similar to how screen burn can affect old plasma TV screens, or how placing a single frame in a movie is enough for the audience to see the other image, but not enough to ruin the film. It's a highly debatable possibility, of course, but still one at that. The second possibility could be that déjà vu is a distant memory of another version of the simulation we have experienced before. For example, for those who believe in multiple lives, or alternative realities, could it be perhaps that we are simply remembering a different version of a different simulated life we once had? Or perhaps, still have? I won't go any further into this scenario today, because that question is certainly worthy of an episode all in itself. The third possibility. Déjà vu could perhaps be lazy coding, or artificial intelligence. For us humans to experience new experiences every day, we know that we would need either advanced AI or scripts to continue to pump out new experiences in our real time. In video games, for example, this process is known as procedurally generated content. A procedurally generated universe is created not manually, but algorithmically. By using procedurally generated techniques, one could create billions of unique different experiences based on a set of algorithms. For example, in the popular video game, No Man's Sky, this process is used to enable the player to experience an open-world universe, flying their spaceship while exploring up to 18 quintillion planets. But occasionally, a player may already believe they have explored this one before, when technically, they haven't. If this, occasionally flawed, setup works satisfactorily in video games, could it also be true for our real lives? Perhaps when we experience déjà vu, It's because our brain either recalls those close to identical, algorithmic patterns from another experience before, or perhaps a lazy coder really is to blame here. In the real world, a developer may, for example, take the basic code for a moving tree, and simply replace or tweak the artwork. But if he or she doesn't do this well enough, or change the art or movement enough, then the player cannot be fooled. Perhaps déjà vu is the same, the result of recycled scenes that we have already experienced. But what are your thoughts? Is déjà vu simply a coincidence? Or is it a glitch? An error in the simulation perhaps? I intend to delve deeper into déjà vu another time, as I continue to build up my YouTube channel and podcast. Please support our mission to find the truth. Are we living in a simulation? By subscribing and liking my videos, or sharing my podcasts. The more support I kindly receive, the more resources I have, the more I can commit to making more exciting new episodes on simulation theory. So please smash that subscribe button. Thanks for your time, friends, and see you next time on awlias.com. awlias.com